Let's rank every season of Invincible thus far, from worst to best. In last place, we have Season 2. Far from a bad season of television, but it just didn't leave the impact like the rest. The finale is easily the worst in the show's history. They executed the double villain much better in the next season. I feel like Angstrom and Levi is a little bit underwritten, and we spend way too much time at the college and with Amber. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good season. I really like Eve here, and Mark of course has some great moments, but it's unfocused and honestly lacking in real excitement. For spot number 3, it's fittingly Season 3. Mark against Cecil is a great plotline, having some genuinely intense moments. Mark's struggle with killing villains is also some good character work, though it's a little hard to believe when every person he kills ends up surviving anyway. Oliver is hit or miss for me. On one hand, he is amplifying the bloodlust angle with Mark, but on the other hand, he's kinda nothing more than that. A season with very high highs. Cecil versus Mark, Rex's redemption, and of course the conquest fight. All are absolute cinema. But between all of that, it's just a lot of fucking around. Season 4 comes in as our runner-up, and it is a return to form in many ways. The focus this season on the Viltrumite war makes it feel way more cohesive. Seeing a lot of Viltrumite on Viltrumite action is also very fun. We spend the majority of our time in space where the actually interesting stuff is happening. The downside of that is when we actually spend time back on Earth, it kinda drags like crazy. Eve especially feels like a waste here. She was one of my favorite characters through the first 3 seasons, but here she's just nothing. And I swear to God, if we get one more scene of her and Mark talking on a rooftop, man, I'ma lose it. But other than that, it is an entertaining 8 episodes. Finally, at number 1, we have Season 1. And yeah, the original still reigns supreme. Nolan is just such an effective twist villain. And as someone who didn't read the comics beforehand, the murder of the Guardians of the Globe is a genuine shock. Then we have the absolutely brutal fight against Mark, which is the emotional high of the series by far. Of course, the season isn't perfect. There is some mediocre filler in between the good stuff, and Amber is a little insufferable at times. But other than that, it's a pretty great season that will be hard to top.